Oh, hey, it's me, Dave from before. Dave Hill from Show Business. Dave Hill, sitting here once again, coming to you, well, from an undisclosed location. Okay, it's my messy office. With a little show I like to call the Crime Blotter, because, well, that's what it's called. The Crime Blotter, of course, is a show wherein I took a look at some of America's so-called lesser crimes, which just so happen to have taken place in northeastern Ohio. But are they lesser crimes? I don't think so. Not by a long shot. Before we go any further, I of course want to thank all my Patreon subscribers who make all this possible. The fancy hair, the lighting, the showering every few days, whether I need or not, the self-defense. Sorry, just practicing. Anyway, if you would like to be part of this elite few growing every day, my Patreon, please subscribe at patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill. That's Mr. Dave Hill, of course. Those listening in the futuristic audio format probably didn't even pick up on the fact that I just schooled you with my nunchucks. Anyway, we have, and when I say we, I mean me, because it's really just me sitting here, opening the lid on the dumpster of crime happening in northeastern Ohio. This first one, let's just get into it. Let's get into it. The headline, I hope you have a bucket at the ready. Man hit with shovel, charged with assault, resulting from fight with neighbor. This from the North Olmsted Police Blotter. And if your brain's doing cartwheels right now, I totally get that, because you're like, wait, why was the guy who got hit with the shovel charged? Well, let's take a closer look. North Olmsted, though. Let's analyze that. North Olmsted. Dave, isn't that kind of on the south side of Cleveland? I think. I mean, I've been there, but I honestly don't know. It's on the other side of town from where I grew up. The mean streets of University Heights. The diamond paved streets of suburban Cleveland. But yeah, North Olmsted, great place to raise a family. Or, well, is it? Let's see. Marion Road, this case takes place on. Police officers at 10:32 a.m. Who's committing crimes at 10:32 a.m.? I'll tell you. On January 11th, responded to a Marion Road home regarding a fight between neighbors. Okay, I'm listening. One of the two feuding neighbors said he was shoveling snow, just trying to clear out his driveway, whatever, when his neighbor approached him and attempted to start an argument. The man with the shovel asked the other man to leave his property. But the argument continued until the other man, that's right, took a swing at the man holding the shovel, but missed, according to a police report. The man with the shovel managed to lean back, avoiding the punch, impressive, and then he hit the other man in the face, not once, but yes, twice with the shovel. The neighbor denied to police throwing a punch and claimed he only raised his hand to try to ward off the shovel blows. However, according to the police report, the man with the shovel had surveillance video that captured the neighbor throwing the punch first. Man. Officers arrested the man who was accused of throwing the punch on an assault charge. This is an open case as far as I'm concerned. What were they arguing about? What? A guy's shoveling his driveway. Hey, it's snowing out. Gotta clear out my driveway. This other guy, his nutjob neighbor. I hate to pick sides in a crime, but seriously, the other neighbor's like, I'm gonna go give that guy some what for, take a swing at him. He takes a swing at him. The other guy shoveling. Who is this guy that's so good in the snow and ice? What is he, hockey's Wayne Gretzky? He leans back, then hits the guy twice in the face with a shovel. Sounds like a largely negative experience. I would like to get more details on this crime. I guess I'm just going to have to wait. Probably going to have to, I don't know, I should listen to my ham radio later, I guess. But man, oh man. I gotta say, the guy shoveling snow is a bit of a hero. I mean, we don't know the whole story. Let's put a pin in it, as they say. And as detectives say. And you're thinking, well, that's all that's going down in North Olmsted. Nothing else happens there. Well, guess again, bastards. Sorry for calling you a bastard. I don't know what's going on with me. Guitar heist. That's right, Brook Park Extension. Brook Park Extension. Is that just a little bit of thing off of Brook Park? Yeah, it says it right there in the name, Brook Park Extension. Employees of the That's Right Guitar Center reported on January 10th. Is that the day before the guy hit the guy twice in the face with a shovel? Yeah, it is actually. On January 10th, that a man came into the store, hung around for about an hour, then ran out of the store carrying a $3,679.30 guitar. That's got to be a nice guitar. I have a lot of guitars. I know once you cross that $3,000 threshold, you're talking about a sweet axe. I mean, granted, you can get a really nice guitar for a few $100s. It just depends what you're looking for. Anyway, my point is, the suspect drove away in an older blue sedan. Employees gave officers a description of the suspect. Area pawn shops have been advised to look out for the Catalina Blue and White Duesenberg Mike Campbell 30th anniversary guitar, according to the police report. I know this guitar. Pretty sure the white they're talking about is a racing stripe. Duesenberg's great guitars, I believe, made in Germany. I think the parts might be made in Asia and then assembled in Germany. I'm not entirely sure. Are they nice guitars? Yeah, I played them. They're really nice. Is Mike Campbell great at guitar? Yeah. Why are we even talking about this? This has nothing to do with the crime. My dog's barking. She's so upset. I almost called her. Hey, what's going on with me? Anyway, I mean, on the one hand, hey, buddy, don't steal guitars. Not cool. On the other hand, sticking it to the man. Guitar Center. Good for you. No, I shouldn't say that because, just going to drive the price up for everyone else, I think, ultimately in the end. But I don't know. I believe they are, I don't know. I don't want to get in the whole, go down this whole thing. Anyway, the guy's going to, this guy ripped off the guitar. He's going to show up to Wing Night, be like, check out my new Duesenberg. And then the cops are like, we're going to do, it's time to take out the trash. I don't know if they're really going to say that, but that's what I would do. I would put the cuffs on and be like, it's time to look like you were playing in the wrong key, fella. I don't know. This is just, again, these are just things they could say or not. They could just be, you're under arrest. That's probably what they'd honestly say. Let's move on. From North Olmsted, let's skip on over just a town or two away. Whatever. Olmsted Falls, Ohio. Hot chip challenge. Too spicy for 10-year-old. I know you come here for the rough and tough stuff, but I do like an adorable crime now and again. Is this a crime? Well, we'll see. From the Olmsted Falls Police Blotter. Assistance. Add some echo to that if you can. Assistance. Anyway, Lake of the Falls Boulevard. That's a fancy name for a street. Calm down. On January 17th, a 10-year-old called 911 stating that he had taken the quote-unquote hot chip challenge while home alone and was scared. Police and fire responded and the mother came home. That's adorable. Is the kid kind of a wuss? Maybe. But we're not here to judge him. I mean, though I guess I just kind of did. All by way of saying, I was eating spicy stuff when I was 10. Didn't call the police. Didn't call the fire department. So, you tell me. Anyway, the good news, I believe you can build up a tolerance. I believe in this kid. Sure, little rough start out of the gate. But, I want to hear what kind of chip it was, to be honest, the more I think about it. If we're just talking like Cool Ranch Doritos, I mean, what? I mean, it's probably something else. Something maybe that really, everyone's big into the Ghost Peppers, the Carolina Reapers. A lot of chips out there. I'll tell you, as much as I'm talking smack about a 10-year-old, many times I've eaten spicy chips, even just a chip. A little spicy. And then I've gone to use the restroom. I think we all know where this is headed. Burnt penis. Sorry. I know this is a family show. Sorry. Let's keep moving. Driver found passed out in car with doors open. This is from the Lakewood Police Blotter. Lakewood, Ohio. Wait a minute, Dave. Isn't that where your dad grew up on Hathaway Avenue? Yeah, it is actually. Thank you. Yeah. Perfect little town, Lakewood, Ohio. Physical control. Detroit Avenue. Wait, isn't Hathaway off of Detroit? That I'm not sure about, but I think so. I think it is. I choose to believe it is. A caller at 4:48 a.m. on January 12th. January 12th. Isn't that just 2 days after the Duesenberg guitar, for valued at over $3,600, got stolen from the Guitar Center? Yeah. Wait. When's the kid? Oh, 5 days before the kid. Little wuss kid with the chip. Anyway. A caller at 4:48 on January 12th reported a man was passed out in a car with the doors wide open on Detroit Avenue near Olivewood Avenue. I could look this up on the maps and tell you how close it is to my father's, boyhood home. Officers found a man who was breathing. They arrested the male for physical control, according to a police event report. I guess physical control, in my crime-riddled opinion, I guess, would be like he was not in control of his person, his body. This is an open case as far as I'm concerned. Sounds like he was just taking a nap, trying to get a little air. January 12th, it would be pretty cold. Maybe he had a paper out. Maybe he was a surgeon. I don't know. Anyway, I'm kind of going through these crimes fast. Only because I'm terrified. We've all been there. Passed out in a car in January with the doors wide open in Cleveland, Ohio. Well, technically Lakewood. Who am I to judge? Well, I'm the host of Crime Blotter. I'm going to judge away, pal. Let's go to the next crime. I don't know about you, but I'm disgusted by these crimes so far. Maybe you're driving in your car. You're like, why does the world have to be so ugly? Why are 10-year-olds calling the police because they ate a hot chip? Why are men passed out in their cars with the doors wide open in the middle of January in suburban Cleveland? I don't know. To be honest, I'm so preoccupied with the guy that got hit in the face twice with a shovel and then had the temerity, that's right, temerity, to call the police. I don't know, wait, I have to reread the case. Maybe the other guy called the police? Hard to say. Alright, let's do one more. I gotta say, this Crime Blotter, this episode's flying. It's like a train off the tracks. Can you keep up? I sure as hell hope so. Did I pause really long there and you thought I blacked out? Maybe. That's if you're listening to audio format only. Everyone else is watching this and being like, I don't know. I'm genuinely concerned. Loud garbage disposal, plural, lead to threats at Middleburg Heights apartments. Middleburg Heights. Isn't that somewhere between University Heights, where you grew up, and North Olmsted with the shovel incident? Yeah. It was. Okay, Middleburg Heights, Ohio. A leasing office manager at the Islander. Well, that sounds idyllic, doesn't it? Or does it? 7711 Normandy Boulevard. The Islander. Oh, I'm just gonna kick back and take it easy a while. Get myself a place at the Islander. Well, guess again, you son of a something. Called police. Anyway, someone called. Oh, the office manager called police at 8:30 a.m. January 20th and said she felt threatened. I don't like this at all. She felt threatened by a tenant in the apartment building. The woman said the tenant, 35, had previously complained to her about a neighboring tenant who was disturbing him by constantly turning on their garbage disposal. That neighbor was eventually evicted. Okay, I'm following this, I think. About a month later, the tenant complained about another neighbor who was also constantly, you guessed it, turning on their garbage disposal. I don't like this person who's calling the office manager and threatening. The tenant told the office manager, you know that people are killed for less than what I'm doing. What? The manager asked the tenant if he was threatening her. Why would you say the tenant told the office manager, you know that people are killed for less than what I'm doing? The tenant replied, sometimes people have to take matters into their own hands once the situation has gotten out of control. Later, the man delivered a letter to the manager that said the situation with the neighbors was becoming dangerous. A dangerous garbage disposal? I'm listening. The manager sent the tenant a 30-day correction letter for harassing neighbors and apartment staff. Please, what's that mean? Does it mean he has to apologize? I don't know. This is an open case, and I'm enraged. Police called and spoke to the tenant. He acknowledged what he had told the manager, but said he didn't mean it in a threatening way. You didn't, pal? You didn't? Sounds pretty threatening. Confusing, mostly, for me. He said he was just frustrated with his neighbor. Okay. Police advised the man to call them if he continues to have problems with his neighbors. Oh, just call the police. That'll solve everything. Apparently, I just think, why are you threatening the office manager in this idyllic place called the Islander? Garbage disposal. They're just trying to dispose of garbage. Maybe an orange peel, banana peel, some other kind of peel we can't even wrap our heads around. I don't know. But my point is, watch your backs, watch your rooftops, and most of all, let's be careful out there. I don't know, I can't pronounce basic words like careful. They elude me. Sorry, just practicing. Once again, if you would like to support me in my plot for world domination and the Crime Blotter, please sign up for my Patreon, patreon.com/Mr. Dave Hill, Mr. Dave Hill. Keeps gas in the tank here on the Crime Blotter, and you get all sorts of goodies. You get the Crime Blotter before everyone else. You get my weekly video Q&A, hot mixes, other stuff from the road, just excellent content, as they say in the content-based industry. If there is one. I don't know if there is one. I just made that up. My point is, thank you. Please support me on Patreon if you can. If not, enjoy this incredible show. You're the best. I believe in you. And your hair looks incredible. Until next time, this is Dave from before. And this has been the Crime Blotter.